Guys, so today we're going to go over your basic slides, okay? This is going to cover just primary bounce, set, check, as well as sliding forward and sliding back and a little bit of distance, okay? Because this is the adult variant, I'm going to combine a bunch of concepts that we're going to use later, but I want to touch on it now, and so we at least have an understanding of it. So, the first one is bounce. Very simple. If I face it this way and I just bounce, my feet come off the ground. This is how most people make slide adjustments in their movement. They just bounce back and forth. Back and forth. You can shift your hip if you would like. You can change it. Bounce is pretty free in terms of that motion, but things will change a little bit later. So once I understand bounce, we need to understand set. And to set is to drop and be ready to kick. So from here, I can fire left, I can fire right. I am explosive here, right? Whereas here, I can use the floor to kick. Here, I'm really creating traction with my feet. So I put my feet down, and it's like I'm trying to separate them from the floor to create this tension to explode and then kick, okay? So once you get bounce, when you're ready to kick, you set. Then you bounce, set. Now there is a third one after that. It's called check, right? And so when I check, the hole goes, pump, that, right? What did that do? Well, it allowed me to either scare you to go back, scare you to kick, make you react, or show me what you're gonna do ahead of time. Check is basically just a fake or a feint, except I don't have to lift my feet. All I do is I bounce and I shift my hip and I make a short, quick yell. Everything's quick because I want to activate as many neurons in your brain at one time. The more senses I can envelop with this, the better. Since I can't make them smell or taste me or touch me, sight and sound is going to do. So I go here, that, just a quick drop. But that shift causes people to react, to move. That shows me what you're going to do next, which is perfect. Okay? So you have your bounce, you have your set, and then you have your check. Check is the most proactive of all of these, right? I'm going pop to make you do something, right? To make you slide, to make you kick, but I am in your head making you do things for me, okay? Check will be the most useful of all these three, and you should do it often. So you go bounce, set, bounce, 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 check, and come back. So when you set, we don't move. Only when we bounce after, but in between bounces we can check and come back. Bounce, bounce, check, check, set, and bounce. Make sense? So, arm position. Back arm, as you see, is across my body. My front arm is here. This is mainly to block kicks to your body. This will be touched on a lot later, but for now, I need you to understand the basis of where your arms need to be, okay? So, let's talk about slides now. The basic slides is I lift up my front foot and I hop forward, slide forward. Okay? Pretty easy. I bounce, I lift up my front foot and slide. The second one is I bounce, I lift up my back foot and slide back. As you notice, everything is same time. It all works together. So I lift, same time, lift, same time. Best way to practice this is to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and just go forward, back, back, over and over. This will help you get the feeling down, okay? So when you get 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, then you can start switching. Now, what is a switch? So if I go slide forward, slide back, slide forward, slide back, I can switch. Now, the switching part is important because this has to make you change your arms. I change my position, it's all identical. I can bounce, move, check the same way, but I can switch and change my arms. This shoulder that is in front is always arms down. This hand is always back here. Now, there are variations of this, but for now, this is your basic setup, okay? So you bounce, you can slide forward, you can slide back, you can switch, you can check, set, switch, set, bounce, bounce, bounce. And that's kind of the basic process. I want to touch on one more concept, and that's spacing. When I'm outside and I'm really far, I can bounce out out here, it'd be perfectly fine. But the minute that I get closer, I need to be set more. Set, bouncing to the ground. Then the third one, I'm going to be set, ready to kick it. And you have to know what the difference is, okay? So you go bounce, outside, lower, then set. And if you cover all that, you should have everything covered for your basic slides. So good job, guys. Tension and bow.